So I said to her, "You're a liar." Well, it's not that serious. So I asked her, have you been using cotton buds? And she said no. And I said, well, I thought it to myself, and then I did the wax removal. And as I started to get to know her a little bit, as I finished, I said, "I think you have." And she said, "Well, sort of." So I know when you've been using cotton buds, because basically wax, the glands that produce the wax, called the ceruminous glands, exist here in the cartilaginous portion, which is the outside portion of the ear canal. So if wax is ever deeper than that point, especially if it's sitting right against your eardrum, which it was for her, I said the only way it can get there is for somebody to have gone in and pushed it down. Now, as deep as it was for her, and especially because it was the consistency was very thin and it was almost curved around her ear and the roof of her ear canal, I knew immediately that she had. And then she sort of said, "Yeah, I sort of have." So I told her to be very careful, because basically your ear, the skin past about the first third of your ear, the skin is 0.2 millimeters thin. The first part of your ear is very, very robust because it has cartilage. But once you get past the first third, it doesn't. This part of the ear here, closer to the eardrum, is basically very thin skin, 0.2 millimeters, that sits on bone. The temporal bone surrounds the ear. And the tympanic part of the temporal bone, which is just under your ear canal. So that's very, very sensitive. It's got a rich nerve supply, rich blood supply. So basically, if you start poking around with cotton buds, you're either going to burst your eardrum, that's worst case scenario, and more likely you're going to scratch the lining of your ear canal, you're going to cause yourself an infection, and that can be much worse than just waxes. So I said to her, "Don't lie to me next time, don't mess about with your ears, come back and see us more regularly." So she said, "I'll do that." See you next time, everyone.